Hello, everyone. This is Yetta Myrick, president and founder of DC Autism Parents. And today I'm going to be talking about some sex education resources. So DC Autism Parents' mission is to improve the lives of all affected by autism in the DC metro area through advocacy, education, support, services, and research in order to promote community inclusion and awareness. And I also like to add acceptance, but this is our original mission as written, which is at this point over 13 years old. So be patient with us on that. Our nonprofit was created by parents of children diagnosed with autism for parents of children and youth diagnosed with autism. So I'm just going to launch straight into three resources, two of which are free. One you would need to purchase, or let me stop and say I'm going to actually start with the Tom and Ellie books. They're available on Amazon. There are three books in that series. The first book is either What's Happening to Tom or What's Happening to Ellie. The second book is Things Tom Likes or Things That Ellie Likes. And then there's Tom Needs to Go or Ellie Needs to Go. And all of these books are helpful to families who want to teach their children about their bodies changing. So that's specifically in the What's Happening to Tom and Ellie books. Book two is about sexuality and masturbation for boys and young men with autism related conditions, or girls and young men if you're looking at the Ellie book. And then Tom or Ellie Needs to Go are about how to use public toilets safely for either young men or young ladies with autism related disorders. They're available for purchase on Amazon. Just want to say that I have purchased those books to support my son, and I think they have been really great. Now, obviously, I am African-American woman, and my son is an African-American young man. So the challenge with these books is that, they are not reflective of who we are, how we look, right? But I just want to share this because there still is a lot of relevant and good information. And I actually received this resource as well as the others that I'm going to talk about briefly today from Marsha Stupinski Dorn, who has volunteered in the past to do sexuality and developmental disability workshops in partnership with DC Autism Parents. And she's amazing. And I trust her recommendations, and the books did not disappoint. But I just want to let folks know who might be specifically looking for books that might be reflective of who they are, either ethnically or racially, that unfortunately in this space resources are limited. But I do think that I can specifically speak to Tom because I do have a son, as I said, speak to the value in those books. Additionally, wanted to share the Organization for Autism Research Sex Education guide. It's free. It's available online. It was specifically written for autistic people ages 15 and up. And I went to the website to get a little bit more detail, but each of the 9 sections, self-advocates, were a part of developing this resource. And basically the self-advocate will be able to read articles and watch brief videos before testing their knowledge about a given topic. There's a lot of information. What I will say is, if you have a youth who might have, in addition to autism and intellectual disability diagnosis, parents can go to this guide and use it as well. And that's how it was presented to me by Marsha. So it does not just have to be for the autistic youth, but families who might be supporting an autistic youth who might be more impacted. And finally, want to share the Vanderbilt Kennedy Center's Healthy Bodies series. And this, which I'm really excited to see is that it is now available not only in English, but Spanish, Portuguese, Turkish, and Thai. And it contains a parent's guide for puberty for boys with disabilities, as well as a parent's guide for girls with disabilities. And the publication was developed and written by the Vanderbilt Leadership, Education, and Neurodevelopmental Disabilities, or LEND. And there's an appendices, which has storyboards and visual aids that you can use to implement the methods that are outlined in the toolkit. Just so you know, if you get a hold of the file, the printed manual, they're not going to be included, so you're going to have to go online and access those. But it's a really great comprehensive resource for you to use when again, like trying to educate yourself to support your youth with autism and related disabilities about sex education. So thank you as always for joining our video series. You can always go to our website, dcautismparents.org, to learn more about our organization. You can find us on Facebook at DC Autism Parents. And to keep these videos coming, please consider making a donation to DC Autism Parents. You can just click on the Donate to DCAP button on our website. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.